Watch a childhood hero die today in the worst way. How could someone worth so much to the world lose to turmoil and dismay? Just one more nail in the coffin to the idea that money's worth all this. It isn't worth all this. Believe in the love that someone else can have for you. Don't write yourself a tragedy just because you're coming unglued. Don't take yourself away before the day a sorry soul needs you. Don't pull the blinds too soon. They say a man with his health has 1,000 wishes, but the man without only has one. Yet not knowing what his final wish was left me dumbfounded and numb. Maybe we have felt the same feeling, misunderstood, the deed was done. And if I am left to deal with one wish, I beg you all, don't set the sun. Believe in the love that someone else can have for you. Don't write yourself a tragedy just because you're coming unglued. Don't take yourself away before the day a sorry soul needs you. Don't pull the blinds too soon. A sorry soul needs you. Don't pull the blinds too soon.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the recap episode of Northwest Sessions. My name is Aaron Wilkins, and I'm the video producer. The song you just heard is Robin Williams by Beacons. Now, Beacons consists of two band members, Michael and Brian White, and yes, they are brothers. Now, John Cerrone, he used to be in the band, but he wanted to take on a solo route. He was actually on here a couple weeks ago. Beacons is an alternative rock band from St. Joseph, Missouri. Now, this song, Robin Williams, is super special to me because, one, it's about Robin Williams. He played Genie in Aladdin, Patch Adams, Mrs. Doubtfire, one of my absolute favorites. Now, this is awesome, but unfortunately in 2014, Robin Williams took his life. And that was a sad moment for me, and I'm sure it was a sad moment for all of you. But in 2014, there's also a spark of happiness. On November 8th, We the Kings played at Northwest Missouri State University, and their opener, Beacons. Now, at first, these were some dudes I didn't really think I would care about, but once I heard their first song, they grew from some dudes to a band that I really grew to love. They played a song about someone that played such a big part of my childhood, and it was just something that was very comforting and something that was very loving. Now, all of these individuals, Michael White, Brian White, and John Cerrone, are all amazing, and I hope you give them another listen. Next up, we have the band Foxland, and this consists of Ryan Johnson and Lauren Bergman. They're both amazing people. When you first hear them, they kind of sound like an old movie. They sound like the music out of an old movie, and they kind of surprised me a little bit. They play pop folk music, which I wasn't really sure what to expect, because I'm more of a pop punk type of individual. But they're super cool, and I want you guys to take a listen. But first, I want you guys to know how they came up with their band name. I was kind of wondering, Foxland seems pretty random, but here's Ryan Johnson to explain how they got their band name. And right after, we'll go into their first and most amazing song, Livable. Here they are, this is Foxland.
Well, it was kind of a joke to me at first. I was sitting around thinking of band names, and I was like, I like foxes, so I was like, well, little foxes I think are fox cubs. But then I was thinking like, well, there's ducklings and bear cubs and all this stuff, and I was like, duckling. What about foxling? And I dropped the G and I just made foxlin.
Thanks for staying tuned in. This is Northwest Sessions, and up next we have Under the Big Oak Tree. Under the Big Oak Tree consists of band members Kristen Hamilton, Doug Ward, and Simon Fink, and their country folk roots music. Okay, all right. Thanks for staying tuned in, guys, and next up we have the band Under the Big Oak Tree. Under the Big Oak Tree consists of band members Simon Fink, Kristen Hamilton, and Doug Ward, and they're more of a country folk type of band. And at first, I judged them based off of country music because I'm honestly not the biggest fan of country music. But that's the thing that I didn't understand is that they're also folk. They're folk, they're lovable, they're home, and they're family. Those are the words that I would use to describe Under the Big Oak Tree. Now, when you hear this song, I hope you think of kind of the type of thing that I thought of. Like, they gave me the vibe of the type of music that you listen to when you're gathered around a campfire with your friends and your family and all the people that you love. Here we go. This is Under the Big Oak Tree.
She seemed to move through glass. She seemed to live in her own world. No more will I walk the sidewalk, past open windows, shuttered doors. And no more will I search the boardwalk. Farewell forever, Eleanor. Outside the winds are pounding and the Cold War's blowing in. We're all headed for the creek, but me, I'll just stay in. Her daddy drove an ambulance and he sent her to ride the wreck. He was paid $100 standing through the U.S. mail. No more will she walk alone, up in the attic, pacing the floor. And no more our names carved with stone. Farewell forever, Eleanor. Fields are turning brown and the skies are turning gray. I don't know what people want. I never did care what they'd say. Sometimes it's hard for a man to make a living, selling songs and selling lies. I know in the end we're all forgiven, even the good Lord will abide. Mama, take this son from me. The ones are hounding at my door. She was the only one for me. Farewell forever, Eleanor.
Now we have the Chasers, consisting of Zachariah Bradley and Brittany Roberts. And these are two individuals that try to redefine pop music. Now when you think about pop, rap, hip hop, you kind of think of things that are a little bit dirty, degrading, not up to their full potential. But Brittany and Zachariah are changing that. Now here they are, they're gonna talk about their song Fly. That was something that just seemed very uplifting to me. They don't mean to be hateful in their music, they wanna be uplifting and they wanna be influential and they wanna show everyone that you can do the same things that they're doing. Don't let anyone crush your dreams. Here's Zachariah and Brittany. They're gonna tell you about their experience and then we're gonna go into their song Fly. Here they are, the Chasers.
Let's bring it back. Let's talk about real things.
Exactly. And that's actually what Fly was about. It was kind of feeling like she was a female rapper, and you know a lot of female rappers are like over-sexualized and very vulgar, or they try to be too hard. And you know, even me having my own insecurities doing music, it was just kind of like, you know what? Let's motivate ourselves. Let's strive to be like the people we want to be. And if people don't believe in us, we just keep trying, keep doing what we do, and you know, we're Fly. So
it's like for everyone too. Like it's not just for us. Like
people
put you down, but hey, don't give up because someone doesn't like what you do.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm like a bird up in the sky, and I see those passing on by.
You can't put me down.
Nope.
You can't do it.
'Cause
I'm
I'm
fly. I'm so
so
fly. I'm like a plane that you can't see. And I see those passing by me. Oh, you can't put me down.
Nope.
You can't do it.
'Cause
I'm
I'm
fly. I'm so fly.
Yeah. Now believe me, see, I've always been different, but I keep on looking up. Them clouds will soon be clearing up. People born on different days, hence the different ways. No one's perfect, still the judgment, everyone's to blame. And who are we to point out what is real from fake? We had Katrina, global warming, what else will it take? Now people understand so many things upon our places, not just wash your safe.
I say, right.
See, roads are set so I can make a stand. Have people walking so Obama ran. Change is drawing near, but still so far from here. But trust it comes with fear. But just lend me your ears and listen loud and clear. It's for that little child whose daddy's gone, mama's working, nobody's around. And when he's feeling all alone like no one's coming home, just know, baby,
I choose you.
'cause
I'm like a bird up in the sky, and I see those passing on by. Oh, you can't put me down. You can't do it. I'm fly. I'm so fly. I'm like a plane that you can't see, and I see those birds passing by me. Oh, you can't put me down. You can't do it. I'm fly. I'm so fly.
listen, we got a case to solve. And I'm not talking Scooby-Doo, but here's another clue. It's for that underdog who's been waiting so long just for another view. Life may seem obtuse, just make sure you're acute to stand tall and be strong. It's been long overdue, and don't wait for someone. It just always up to you to do what you gotta do and make sure it's all for you and trust you'll be assuring. And this I am assuring. Just be the true person that you ought to be. Don't be that other person like the wannabe, because if you are, you'll never go too far. But when you're who you are, you can even go to Mars, somewhere in outer space. Your dreams you have to chase, in life you have to race. Sacrifices you must make. Just know that life will quake, but never fear mistakes. 'Cause
I'm like a bird up in the sky, and I see those passing on by. Oh, you can't put me down. You can't do it. I'm fly. I'm so fly. I'm like a plane that you can't see, and I see those passing by me. Oh, you can't put me down. No, you can't. You know the people, they try to hurt me. Turns out they don't deserve me. Gotta let them go. Gotta let them know. You know the people, they'll try to hurt you, but turns out they don't deserve you. Gotta know you can be free if you go. No.
That was The Chasers, consisting of Zachariah Bradley and Brittany Roberts, and I hope you liked them just as much as I do. Now, we're going to take it to our last break, and when we come back, we'll have Maddie Von Buren and her great friend, Chase Mazzara. Thanks for staying tuned in. Thanks for staying tuned in, guys, and last but not least, we have Maddie Von Buren and her great friend, Chase Mazzara. Now, these are two individuals that I would like to call townies because they graduated from Maryville High School. When I talked to Maddie, she talked about going to Nashville, her biggest dreams, playing country music and being a star, but things didn't really work out like she had planned. Although this is true, everything went in her favor. On October 8th, 2016, she had the great opportunity to open up for one of her favorite country artists, Hunter Hayes. Now, I could tell you the story, but I honestly think it would be better coming from Maddie. Now, here she is telling us about her experience opening up for Hunter Hayes, one of her favorite country musicians.
I was like, Dad, I need to meet him and talk to him and say thank you and all this stuff. So he got me VIP tickets to like hang out with him before the concert. Then I get an email 4 days before the concert. It's like, hey, Hunter's on his team, like, want you to open up for him, like. And I was like, because I had emailed him before and was like, hey, like, this would be a really good opportunity for me, but I never heard back. So I was like, that's okay, like, it just wasn't meant to be. It's not a big deal. But then, like I said, 4 days before the concert, I got the email, and they said, let's meet up. We'll tell you, like, how long you have. So I guess they had to get it approved by them that it was okay. So, and then that all happened, and so he found out I was opening up for him. He asked for my signature, and he signed my guitar afterwards, and we hung out on his tour bus afterwards and talked about music and life, and he's like, yeah, let me know when you get down to Tennessee and we'll get together and collaborate and hang out. So I was like, okay, that's cool.
My gosh. Were you this chill when it was happening?
I tried really hard.
Oh man.
But
I'm not even like
Yeah.
Hunter Hayes is pretty good, but I'm not like a huge country fan. But I'm just over here like fangirling so hard for you.
Yeah.
I was like, that's insane.
It was, it was crazy. Like the first time I saw him, I was like, oh my gosh. Because I was in the room before he came in, and then they took me out of the room. So they're like, hey, you need to come do sound check. So I went and did sound check. And then I came back down and he was in there, and the girl was like, hey, where'd you go? I was like, oh, I had to do sound check. And then he comes behind me and puts his hand, and he's like, oh, you're the one that's doing, is opening up first. And I was like, yeah. I tried so hard to play it cool, and it was obviously a little fangirl probably came out. But
yeah, he probably understands that. It's perfectly fine. There's probably been crazier people, so.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No worries.
There's crazier people out there.
Oh, that's super awesome that he signed your guitar.
Yeah.
He got your signature, and he said, see you in Tennessee. That means you have to go. You have to go now.
And I am.
You chose the perfect sequence of events in life. You went with your gut feeling, and you got to meet Hunter Hayes, and now you have connections.
Yep, exactly.
This is insane. Oh, that's so wonderful.
That was Maddie with her experience opening up for Hunter Hayes. Last but not least, we have her along with Chase Mazzaro playing an original song, Remember When. I hope you guys loved this episode and take into consideration all of these bands, and I hope you grow to love them just as much as I do. This has been Northwest Sessions. I'm Erin Wilkins, and now we have Maddie Von Buren and Chase Mazzaro. Thanks for watching.
Starts third grade, and she can hardly wait. She carries your picture, so you'll always be with her. She looks just like you, her eyes so bright and blue. Why is this so hard? Why are you so sit here at your grave, 20 years to the day. In my hands I hold the flag, along with your dog tags. I think about you every day, so many words I have to say, but the words that mean the most are the ones I say to your ghost. tears again and be able to say